Riddler is one of the strangest Batman villains of all time. In terms of theatrical depictions of the character, he has been on both extremes, with Batman Forever having him being incredibly unserious, played by the legendary Jim Carrey, to counter the damn near not safe for kids tone of Batman Returns. Meanwhile, most recently, he was depicted in a complete opposite style in the 2022 movie The Batman. This one is a great introduction to the character, and this one definitely exists. However, for me, like damn near all Batman villains, I was introduced to him through the LEGO Batman video game. Quick aside about the game, the Riddler campaign is the first campaign you play in the LEGO Batman video game, and recently I wanted to replay just the villain side of the whole game. However, upon replaying it, it was frustrating to learn that you had to complete the Batman side before getting the villain campaigns unlocked.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Tangent aside, the Riddler is one of the most popular Batman villains of all time because Batman is the world's greatest detective. Solving complex problems is his job, and the Riddler is known for giving him some pretty complex ones. It can be seen as unrealistic that he's committing crimes and leaving riddles, leading to his next target, causing Batman to stop him. However, there is real-world precedent for crazy criminals to do this, but from my knowledge, the ones that never got caught were either too abstract on purpose, or intentionally left clues leading them away from their true identity before being discovered another way. You know what? I wish LEGO had these two as minifigs so I can add them to this ranking. Ted Kaczynski would obviously love to be included in a YouTube video made by an adult about plastic toys for children and his own likeness being placed on one of those tiny figures. I don't know, maybe he'd like it. No joke, I was reading his manifesto and I was like, nothing too crazy yet. Then he just finishes his frustrations about his manifesto never really being published anywhere with the line, "That is why we must kill." Anyways, all this to say the Riddler is a fine villain that I am not a fan of. I know people like when Batman is more detective than vigilante, but I like vigilante crime-punching Batman, and his detective skills shine brighter when he's with the Justice League rather than just himself. Either way, this was constantly requested by my viewers, and I already did the rest of his team in the video game, so now's a good time to rank all his minifigs. Unlike some villains, his minifigs have a lot of variety, so ranking them was actually really fun. Alright, enough jibber jabbering. Like and comment to help me in the almighty algorithm, and subscribe for more LEGO content. Time to rank this silly, silly man. Coming in last place is this weird neckbeard looking Riddler. Low-key sorry if you look like this, but this is just an odd Riddler design, even though it makes sense for his character. The main reason this one is going in last place is for his color green and the face print. The overall color doesn't really work well with this character, and while I respect it for being different doesn't mean you're useful. Is this face print bad? Well, the Riddler is commonly depicted being the nerdy type of character, and giving him facial hair and glasses just screams Reddit mod. Especially this on the chin. Bruh, that is just straight up a neckbeard. It makes sense this is the cheapest Riddler minifigure. He looks like ass. Overall, this minifig is ass, and it deserves to be at the bottom. Luckily, there isn't another one that is just straight bad. LEGO Batman 1 has either some of the greatest minifigure designs, or Riddler. Coming in 6th place is the LEGO Batman 1 design. Clearly this is an iconic, nostalgic design, but let's be real for a second. It's pretty bland and boring. Granted, they couldn't get inspired by the Jim Carrey design because he looks like a lesbian, but they did come up with something pretty decent. Unfortunately, a lot of Riddler designs from here on out are just better. I can't really fault this design since some of the LEGO Batman 1 designs look like cheap spandex at points, but while Killer Moth has a unique design and Mr. Freeze has a cool gun and helmet, the Riddler is just stuck with classic spandex, a mask, and nothing else. I mean, one of them comes with a jetpack, but that's about it. Overall, iconic design, but better has come out since. Coming in 5th place is the middle of the road design. The LEGO Batman 2 Riddler. Everyone who knows me, or at least my LEGO gaming habits, know I love LEGO Batman 2 more than any other LEGO DC game. Why is this one above LEGO Batman's 1 design? Simple. He has a hat. That's it. I mean, there's small changes like a better torso and face print, but that's about it. I like when he has his bowler hat because it suits him nicely. It separates him from the Joker pretty well because without it, his design can just seem like a worse Joker. On top of that, he must have gotten a Planet Fitness membership between games because he is jacked. Obviously, the spandex design is weird at times, but when they're this jacked, who cares? Riddler was inside Arkham Asylum on a steroid cycle, trying to solve the riddle of raising his maximum bench press. Tragically, he lost his gains in the 3rd game, probably had to hide his failed steroid body under a big coat. Don't do steroids, kids. Overall, this is just a better classic design. The hat, face print, and torso print are just superior. However, there is no jetpack. Coming in 4th place is the bowler hat design from LEGO Batman 3. This is probably going to be the shortest explanation in the video because there isn't that much to say about it. It's got a really decent torso print that is complemented in the colors of the legs. Speaking of colors, the colors of this minifigure is really nice with a decent amount of purple and more of a dark green color scheme while still maintaining the lighter green. The hat, face print, and torso print are great and just better than the previous ones.
I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better, I am better!
Of course, the only major negative is the loss of muscles, but let's be honest, we all know he wasn't natural. Overall, nothing too special with this figure. It's really nice and better than the previous two. While I clown on LEGO Batman 1's design, at least they kept making it better with each game. I bet you're probably wondering why I placed this one so dang high. For me, it's the simple classic TV show versions of these characters are always judged differently. Now yes, he bears a striking resemblance to this one I criticized earlier with all his flaws intact. However, the 60s Batman version of minifigs are always going to get a massive step up from me because can you really blame them for making this the design when this is what the Riddler looked like in the comics? Since then, we've had better adaptations, but the sheer novelty of this design elevates this figure high up. It's like this version of Mr. Freeze. Yeah, he looks goofy and weird, but Adam's West Batman in general was goofy and weird, and I love it. So yeah, it goes above these ones because I like it. The novelty of these designs will never elevate it to the top spot, since that would be ridiculous, but I truly think of all the halfway decent design, this one reigns on top. So yeah, every design after this figure is fantastic, and not surprisingly, also from a theatrical production. Overall, I love this design a lot, and the man tits shown through the spandex helped tremendously, rather than hurt it. Man, it was not a good idea to smoke weed before this movie. Me and my friend usually got high before movies, and the new Resident Evil was a blast under those conditions, but my brain couldn't keep up with the Batman. However, the design of the Riddler was pretty cool. I'm glad they turned it into a minifig. You're probably wondering what the hair is doing, and I don't know. It was probably in the concept art before being removed for the film, and LEGO usually doesn't get the memo when it comes to changed concept art. I don't count it against the figure because you can remove it and nothing changes. What makes me like this figure is the realistic design of the character. I mentioned before that the precedent for setting up riddles for the next crime has been done before by like the Zodiac Killer. So giving him a design akin to that is pretty awesome and makes more sense in his well dressed up getup he's usually in. Overall, pretty good design from the movie, and it works really well in LEGO form. Except for that dang hairpiece. It's kinda distracting. Coming in first place is the LEGO Batman movie Riddler. Listen man, 3 LEGO Batman movie designs have made it to the top spot. To be fair, my favorite one got shafted in this movie. Something really funny about this character is that he's voiced by Conan O'Brien, which is pretty decent casting because Conan is awesome. Bro could be up for the voice of Lobo and I'd be down. What I really like about this design is that it's a perfect Riddler design. It has a nice green color scheme, the bowler hat is a nice piece, and it's really uniquely molded for this character to be slanted with some red hair coming out. On top of that, the large amount of question marks on his suit jacket, and his suit jacket in general. He looks snazzy. Overall, he's like a perfect combination of all the Riddler designs so far. He has something from each design that I really enjoy. What does he have from this one? The hair. Also, he has an Arkham jumpsuit, which is really cool, I guess. I never really count these in the rankings most of the time because the LEGO Batman movie designs are so well made that just having the head mold and head print is good enough. In conclusion, this is a good figure, and I'm glad it's cheap. I will pick it up because it is 10,000 times better than this one. Remember this atrocity at the start of the video? It's like night and day. Overall, the Riddler has some poopy minifigures, but it has some pretty good ones too. Why am I talking at this point? Audience retention always plummets here, and makes sense. You watched the video and you got your answer. This is the best, and you know my opinions. Now shoo! Unless you watch my channel a bunch, then stay for some housekeeping. I have been making LEGO videos as my primary focus for a while, and I want to thank anyone who's subscribed and been watching those videos. It means a lot that I make content you want to watch. My focus going forward is still LEGO, but I'm going to change it up from Batman villains to different minifigure themes and categories. For example, I plan to rank the advent calendars individually because it's topical, or maybe ranking Star Wars minifigs to expand my reach. I don't plan on just ranking things either. I like the format, but I want to try out these kind of videos more often where I talk about LEGO broadly. Thanks again for watching the video. Please like and comment because it really helps out the channel. Once again, thank you, and bye bye.